Hey Leo, let's see what's going on in your love life. This is a tarot love reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and for any of you lovely cross watchers dealing with a Leo romantically. Now, please keep in mind, Leo, it is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate, and you are always welcome here on my channel to take what works and leave the rest. Just a quick reminder that if you would like to get a personal reading, I do offer those through Etsy, and the link is in the description box below the video. So we're going to jump right into it today, my lovely lions, and we're going to see what could be coming toward Leo in love. First message coming out for Leo today says, I bury myself in work to forget you. Somebody's trying to distract themselves, Leo. There's somebody who's trying not to think about you, but guess what? It's not really working. This is somebody who's trying to pretend everything's okay. This is somebody who is pretending that they're all right, nothing bothers them, they're all cool, everything's great, but really they're trying to distract themselves from having to think about you. So let's see where this goes. Tell me more. And then we've got the message, I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah. So it's definitely interesting here because it's almost like somebody is trying to forget you, Leo, but they just can't, you know? So I'm going to assume there's probably something that's gone down between the two of you. Maybe you're in separation, maybe you're taking a break. And your person is trying their hardest to not think about you, to not think about what happened, to not think about how things went down between the two of you, but it doesn't work. They just can't stop thinking about you. They cannot get you off of their mind. They cannot stop thinking about what happened. Tell me more, please, about what could be coming toward Leo right now. And then sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. My goodness, Leo, this person's doing a lot of thinking. Okay. You are very much on their mind. You are very present in their thoughts. And it's interesting because I feel like your person wishes they could just move on. It's almost like they wish they could just move on and forget about you. But guess what? It's not working, right? So no matter how hard your person tries to distract themselves, no matter how hard they try not to think about you, they cannot help it. They cannot stop thinking about you. They cannot stop thinking about what happened. So this is definitely interesting energy here. What we're going to do for the rest of the reading, Leo, is we're going to look at this person and we're going to look at you to kind of figure out like what exactly is going on here. So for me, like I said, I'm going to assume there's some sort of tension here or issue, some sort of potential separation. And I'm kind of curious to see what exactly is going on between the two of you. So we will look at your person's overall energy, what they could be feeling, what actions they could be taking. I will look at the same thing for you, and then we'll look at the potential outcome. So let's kind of see what's going on here. Tell me about this person who Leo is involved with, please. First card coming out, we've got the Ace of Wands. Aces are all about new beginnings. So to me, this is indicating that your person wants a fresh start. They want to bring the passion back into the connection. They want to get back to the way that things were before. And so there's a hopefulness here of a new beginning, a fresh start, starting over, having a new beginning with you. Tell me more, please, about this person's energy. And then we've got the Hermit. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Virgo romantically. So the Hermit is that very introspective energy. It tends to indicate somebody who is deep in contemplation, thinking about things. And we saw a lot of that thinking energy, Leo, in the oracle messages. So I think that what's going on here is that your person has been doing a lot of reflecting and probably a lot of soul searching about what they want. And I'm not sure exactly what went down between the two of you, but whatever happened, it's very much on their mind. And they've been thinking about it over and over and over. And I think what's happening here, Leo, is like the more that they think about it, the more that they realize they want an opportunity to fix things. They want an opportunity to have a new beginning. Tell me more, please, about this person's energy, please. And then the Emperor. So we've got Aries energy. This is a very confident energy. It's kind of interesting. Like, I feel when the Emperor shows up within a love reading, Leo, it's about somebody stepping into their power and getting clear about what they want. I almost feel like this person wants to express to you that they're confident about this connection. They're confident about their feelings for you. So if they were kind of wishy-washy before, if they were kind of uncertain before, it does feel like their energy is coming towards you more certain. They know what they want now. They know what they're looking for. They know what they're hoping for. Tell me what this person could be feeling right now, please. Queen of Pentacles. So we've got Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Whatever is going on here, they're definitely hoping for stability within the connection. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's very nurturing, very loving. And it's like they're trying to really ground themselves emotionally here. They're trying to bring some emotional stability into the situation, and they're trying to create security within the connection between the two of you. It's also kind of interesting here because the first card said, I bury myself in work to forget you. And then we've got the Emperor, which to me a lot of the times is connected to the workplace. Leo, it's connected to somebody who is achieving at work, doing well, getting recognized. And then the Queen of Pentacles can also be related to the material realm because it's that physical kind of tangible items with the pentacles. And it can be related to work and money and resources. And I almost feel like, I don't know, you guys, maybe for some of you, part of the issue here was that this person is a bit of a workaholic. Maybe they prioritized their work over you. Maybe it led to issues in the relationship. Maybe you never really felt like you were like a priority within their life. That could be the case for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, that could definitely be what it is. I also wonder if maybe something fell apart between the two of you because perhaps your person wasn't in a really stable place before. So maybe they didn't really know what they wanted to do for their career. Maybe they had money problems. If they did, the tarot is definitely indicating that those things are being resolved. So maybe your person is coming around because they're in a much more stable place than they were before. Tell me more about what this person could be feeling right now, please. The High Priestess. They obviously feel a very strong soul connection with you, okay? So the High Priestess typically shows up when we feel very strongly connected to somebody. It's kind of like an undeniable, unspeakable bond between two people where it's like you almost can't put it into words, but there's a natural easiness and a natural peace within the connection here. And so this is definitely indicating to me that this person feels a very strong connection between the two of you. Tell me more about what this person could be feeling right now, please. And then the Six of Wands. Okay. I don't know why, you guys. I'm also kind of intuitively getting the message that maybe the two of you are not together right now because of some external situation, okay? Like I'm getting potentially like long distance here or some sort of timing issue. Like the timing wasn't quite right for the two of you to be together. But your person, even though maybe you're not together right now, they're still very much tied to you. They're still very much thinking about you. So I'm kind of feeling like it might not have even necessarily been an issue between the two of you. Maybe there was some sort of life circumstance that kind of pushed you guys apart. And, you know, even though it pushed you apart, it doesn't change the fact that your person really does still love you, right? And so I'm also getting that vibe a little bit. Like maybe there was something about timing. Maybe there was an issue with some sort of third party situation. And to me, like third party doesn't have to be like someone interfering like a romantic partner, but it could be work. It could be, you know, external circumstances that are weighing on the relationship. It could be friends, it could be family. So I'm getting a little bit of that vibe as well, Leo. Let's see what actions your person could be taking right now, please. Nine of Swords. Okay, they've been having a lot of sleepless nights. It's kind of funny because the Nine of Swords is a card of like really, really, really overthinking. And we definitely saw that within the energy for your person. Like literally two of the cards were like, I can't stop thinking about you. And sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. This actually, now that I think about it, Leo, this card here is a perfect match for the Nine of Swords. They're basically the exact same kind of energy because the Nine of Swords is definitely like those sleepless nights, staying up, overthinking things. So whatever happened here, again, it's a general reading. It's going to be different for each of you. Whatever happened here though, your person cannot stop thinking about you, right? And I can see here there's a lot of love and your person is just like constantly replaying things over and over in their head. And this is showing up in their actions. So it's like now they're trying to deal with it. They're like, I can't stop thinking about Leo. So what do I do? Tell me more about what actions this person could be taking, please. King of Wands. So you could be dealing with a fellow fire sign, a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius. I think that they could be approaching you. The King of Wands is a very confident energy. Don't worry about the gender, but it's somebody who's confident, someone who's passionate about us, somebody who knows what they want. I'm definitely feeling like this person could be making a move towards you. Tell me more about what actions this person could be taking right now, please. And then we've got the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. They're definitely reaching out to you. Definitely. Page of Pentacles is a messenger and it tends to indicate the energy of somebody reaching out, extending an olive branch, wanting to talk to us, okay? So whatever went down between the two of you, it's not over for your person, you know? And And I think that they're going to be doing something right now, Leo. They're so anxious, right? They're so up in their head. And it's kind of like they feel they need to make a move. They need to do something here to deal with that anxiety. They need to do something here to deal with the overthinking that's happening. And the way that they're going to deal with it is they're like, instead of just thinking here and thinking and thinking and thinking about what happened between me and Leo, I'm actually going to reach out. I'm actually going to make a move towards Leo. And the thing that I will say here as well is that I do feel there's a lot of love here. I feel like this person feels very deeply connected to you. So whatever it is that's caused some sort of issue between the two of you, it doesn't impact the feelings that this person has for you. And like I said, maybe it was that they were a workaholic and they didn't prioritize you, or maybe it was something to do with like long distance or timing or some sort of, situation interfering with your relationship. But I definitely think that your person's been very up in their head, and it's kind of propelling them to now take some sort of action towards you to see what happens, okay? So let's look at you. Tell me about Leo's energy right now, please. Interesting. Okay. That's significant, Leo. So the first card coming out for you is the Seven of Swords. So let's kind of break down what could be going on here. The Seven of Swords is what we often call the Thief of the Tarot. It's a tricky energy within a love reading, okay? So the Seven of Swords can show up many different ways, but they're all kind of a more challenging type of energy, right? So the Seven of Swords is potentially related to trust. Like, can I trust this person? Are they being honest? So maybe for some of you, whatever happened between you and this person was related to a trust issue within the connection, okay? This could also be related to sabotaging kind of energy. So maybe you feel somebody sabotage the relationship, And the way that feels for me is maybe there was some sort of friend or family interference that caused problems for the two of you. It could potentially be that. But the other way that it could show up, Leo, is maybe you feel like this person sabotaged things, or maybe you feel that you self-sabotaged within the connection. So there is an energy here of you trying to figure out what exactly happened between the two of us. Can we rebuild the trust? And you're also kind of looking at it and being like, can we move forward? Can we recover from this Seven of Swords type of energy? Tell me more about Leo's energy right now, the Nine of Wands. Definitely indicating that the relationship between the two of you has been tested. It's kind of interesting, Leo, because when I looked at your person's energy, I wasn't necessarily getting like the biggest indicator of what went down between the two of you. What came through strongly for your person is that they love you and they want to be with you. But when I'm looking at your energy, very quickly I'm seeing the potential issues that are coming up here between the two of you. And so I suspect that you're probably frustrated about what happened. The Nine of Wands could indicate that maybe your person did something that you really feel tested you and tested the relationship in a negative way. And you're trying to figure out, like, is this relationship worth fighting for with that Nine of Wands? Do I want to persevere with this connection? Is it worth fighting for, right? Should I keep going? Should I not give up on us? What do I do? Tell me more about Leo's energy, please, and then the Lovers. Basically just indicating that you love each other. I say this a lot to you guys, I do many tarot readings on my channel. Some of them are really positive. Some of them are a little bit more challenging. And, the Lover shows up a lot. And I think the reason for that is because, you love this person. Just because there's been challenges doesn't mean you don't love them, right? And the Lovers is kind of acknowledging, like, the feelings are still there for you, Leo, right? But at the end of the day, the Lovers is also about having to make a choice or decision about what we want to do. So I think you have to make a decision about whether you're wanting to continue to fight for this relationship. Tell me what Leo could be feeling right now, please. The Sun. Okay. I mean, this is you. This is your ruling planet. I think you're trying to get back to a happy place. I'm getting a little bit of an energy here of nostalgia as well, like remembering the good times between you and your person, remembering the times when it was really happy, very warm, very loving. Tell me more, please, about what Leo could be feeling, the Page of Swords. Okay, so there's outreach coming from both sides. So here's the thing. I think your person really wants to reach out to you. They've been having a lot of overthinking, a lot of anxiety, but I also think you want to talk to them as well. Because the Page of Swords is an energy of somebody who wants to talk. Now, it's kind of like for you, Leo, because the Page of Swords can be a bit of like testing the waters type of energy. You might be thinking, maybe I should just kind of reach out and test the waters, right? So maybe, you reach out, you send a text, like a very casual text, and you see if they respond. They might do the same thing. But I definitely think both of you right now are thinking about reaching out to each other, and one of you is definitely going to do it, okay? So let's see what else Leo could be feeling right now. The Hierophant, wow. So the Hierophant is typically showing up when there is a very strong commitment between two people, typically a relationship where it's thinking about marriage, okay? And so I do think that when you look at the connection between the two of you, you have definitely seen the long-term potential. You've thought about marriage. You've thought about the future. You've thought about where things could be headed, right? And I think that's why you're probably open to having a conversation, because you're like, okay, maybe something has happened between the two of us, but I do see, potential. We talk about that on my channel. And I think you're trying to figure out, do I fight for this or not? Let's see what actions Leo could be taking right now, please. 8 of Swords, interesting. It's kind of funny, you guys, because your person had the 9 of Swords in the exact same position, right? So they've got the 9 of Swords, you've got the 8 of Swords. This to me says both of you are actually in a place of like overthinking and feeling anxious about what has happened here. The 8 of Swords is feeling very trapped by our thoughts, having self-doubt, having fears, having anxieties. Now I do want to point something out here for both you and your person, because they got the 9 of Swords, you got the 8 of Swords. Both of these cards have an overthinking element, and both of them are connected with fear. And so what happens a lot of the time sometimes is with these cards, we could be feeling scared about what's going to happen, how are things going to work out, how are things going to play out between the two of us. But those fears are not necessarily based in reality, Sometimes we feel fearful because we've created a story in our head, but the story may or may not be true, right? And I think it's kind of like, maybe what happened here is that something, like now that we're getting into it, I'm like, did something happen between the two of you that was maybe more of a minor type of issue, but then both of you got into this anxious overthinking kind of space, and then it ended up blowing up into this huge issue, right? That's maybe what happened. You can let me know. And now both of you are looking at it and you're like, how did this little thing turn into this huge problem between the two of us? And what do we do? And both of you are very anxious about it. And that anxiety is maybe making it a little bit harder for the two of you to address the issues. Tell me more about what actions Leo could be taking, the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is about quick communication. It's about talking through the issues. So to me, it kind of feels like you're going to overcome your anxiety and fears, and you're going to have that conversation with your person. Maybe this is even a hard conversation, but I think the truth needs to be said so that you can figure out how you guys might move forward. Tell me more, please, about what actions Leo could be taking, and then the 5 of Wands. Yeah, hashing out the issues, right? So in order for the two of you to get unstuck, I think you're gonna have to get it out on the table, right? It's kind of like you gotta go to battle, right? You gotta get those issues out there, you gotta talk about them. And that's the only way to kind of move forward in this situation. I will say, I'm just gonna throw it out there because I was kind of picking up on potential long distance earlier in the reading. The 8 of Wands does kind of speak to that as well, because it is related to travel and distance. So for some of you, maybe if, again, this is just for those of you maybe dealing with a long distance situation, long distance is a really challenging thing to navigate sometimes within a relationship. And maybe the distance is creating anxiety, right? It's like maybe you guys don't get to text as much one day, or you don't get to talk for a couple of days. And then somebody starts spiraling and those negative thoughts take over. And then all of a sudden you guys end up in a big fight. And you're kind of like, how do we get here, right? So I think the 5 of Wands is saying, look, you guys got to hash it out. You got to talk about what the issues are, and then you can decide what you want to do. So let's see what the potential outcome is here within this situation, please. The 2 of Swords, definitely indicating that both of you are feeling stuck right now, feeling like you're at a crossroads. Tell me more about the potential outcome here. Page of Cups, that's good. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is typically opening up about our feelings. Tell me more, please, about the potential outcome here. And then the Strength card. Okay. Which is your energy. So we're seeing an interesting story play out in the outcome here. So to me, it actually feels quite positive, Leo, because the 2 of Swords indicates being at a crossroads and feeling stuck. I think that kind of characterizes the current state of the relationship between the two of you. However, what follows the 2 of Swords are actually 2 really nice cards to see within a love reading. The Page of Cups indicates somebody opening up about their feelings and wanting to have that discussion. And then the Strength card kind of indicates that once the 2 of you start to open up and talk about your feelings, it will actually strengthen the connection, right? And the Strength card also tends to show up in a love reading when there has been something that has maybe tested the strength of the relationship, which this current situation might be doing. But the outcome here is saying there is the potential here for the two of you to move past these issues. So I think the outcome here is definitely suggesting a resolution. And I just think that it's going to involve honesty. It's going to involve talking about your feelings. And I don't know, like the more we get into it, I feel like what happened really is that you guys just got, like someone got up in their head and then the other person got up in their head and everybody started overthinking and then it created stress and anxiety. And then you guys ended up having this issue or this fight and like neither of you want to be in it, right? And both of you are kind of like, can we pull it back? Can we get back to the way they, the way things were before? And so overthinking is probably not going to get you guys what you need in this situation. So that might be a little bit of a tip from the tarot. It's like when you notice yourself overthinking and really catastrophizing and going into that negative headspace, it's like communicate instead. Talk through the issues, talk about your feelings, talk about what's going on, because that's what's going to help you guys move forward. So very interesting energy. Like I said, I don't know that I know exactly what has caused this situation. Definitely feel free to share in the comments. But I do think that the big thing that I see here is that, somebody's overthinking, but if you guys talk about it, there is a way to move forward. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for you. If you enjoyed this reading, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. If you'd like to get a personal reading, I do offer those through Etsy and the link is in the description box below the video. Of course, I wish you love, I wish you happiness, and we'll talk soon. Bye guys.